Prominent Yoruba leaders in the southwest, including those in Kwara, Kogi, Edo, and Delta states under the aegis of Yoruba United Agenda, rose from a marathon meeting on Thursday with a warning to evil perpetrators engaging in nefarious activities in the land to keep off the zone or meet their Waterloo. The leaders in the meeting held at the palace of Ooni of Ife, Oba Enitan Ogunwusi, charged all Yorubas within and diasporas to henceforth resist molestations, humiliations, and any form of inhuman acts from different quarters that could lead to shedding of their blood in their own fatherland. They maintain that the race will do all it could to protect its territory from the hands of killers, kidnappers, bandits, and callous-minded persons who always inflict disaster and disintegration into the kingdom. According to them, saying, we agreed that each community should consider its security as significant and important by setting up the local vigilante that we protect the community, and we are doing this because under the constitution we are allowed to protect ourselves of any assaults. Really? You people are just waking up. We agreed to tackle a lot of issues. We need to consider the issue of employment for our youth, how we can have a rapid industrial revolution, agricultural revolution, tourism, film production, such that youth can be gainfully employed. Speaking with the newsmen after the meeting that lasted hours, a prominent Yoruba leader and former ambassador to the Philippines, Dr. Yemi Farumbi, further said they have resolved to deal with the insecurity of lives and properties of all the Yoruba, either in the southwest in Kwara, Kogi or Edo, even Delta. We also consider the issue of food because any group of people or state that cannot feed itself can be considered to be in bondage. So we need to take the issue very seriously so that we can have adequate production of food. We also said that no Yoruba group must attack or abuse the other, but must consider one important thing is that we have to be alive to have a tomorrow. So the issue of security must be considered, and we all agreed to thank all the traditional rulers because we know the role each Oba is playing in his own community to motivate and mobilize its own people to defend themselves. We also thank Yoruba leaders like Are Gani Adams, Professor Akintoye, Adebanjo, Ayo, Ladigbolu, Archbishop Bishop Bonibi, Otumba Oshigbohun, and a few other leaders who have been spending their time and resources to see to overall group and security of the Yorubas. He submitted in his own speech. The assigned convener of the meeting, Dr. Victor Taiwo, remarked that unison already emerged in Yoruba land. Let me repeat, we are already surrounded by enemy forces lurking in every space in our own town, cities, villages, and forests with heavy, debilitating, earth-moving machines, good enough to render all the combats in Yoruba land, while we are fast turning a prey in the hands of the people of lesser human status. Our politicians generally, but most especially our governors, who have the instruments of rescue in their hands, pretend as if nothing is happening for the reason best known to them. They love their offices beyond any other consideration. I am sorry, I have no apology for the politicians in the land, all because what we are contending with presently is a matter of life and death. He, however, charged all Yorubas to be awake and defend their territory in unison. In spite of the huge investments, in the water sector by the government and international organizations, water scarcity has grown to become a perennial nightmare for residents of Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. This report illustrates the lives and experiences of residents in getting clean, portable, and affordable water amidst the surge of COVID-19 cases in the state. Yoruba leaders meet in Osun. Yoruba leaders meet in Osun. Okay. So these people are just you are just waking up. You say you have no apology, or you have no whatever to the governors. Of course, they are behaving as if nothing is happening. They are looking the other way, and meanwhile if things are getting bad, what are they hoping on? What is their hope in all of these things happening? And it's not as if they have a better plan. People are seeing something, but they are not looking at the area, they are just talking about something else. What is happening? And that's why some people, at some point, some people just be imagining, could it be only greed alone? Could it be only selfishness alone? Position, they are not going to be there forever. You want to hold on to it and not do anything. At the end of the day, by the time you leave the office, you become another person. What you refuse to do while you are there will come and start haunting you. Well, maybe because maybe some of them believe that they can get out of the country as soon as possible, or they have a second passport or third passport elsewhere. I think maybe that is what is giving them that even if worse should come to worse, they just have to flee. Is that how they want to do it? Is that what a lot of them had stayed abroad before? They couldn't cope. They couldn't cope. They had to come back. And that's why you'll be hearing them saying there's no place like home, which is true. How can you just go, no matter how comfortable you are, in another man's land? If those who have gone to another man's land when they were young, of course, maybe that is what they have grown to know, they've experienced. But you as an adult, you know how your place you have grown before you left. There must be that consciousness that I just have to go back to my place. Is that the kind of life you guys want to live, or you believe that your immediate families are not going to be affected? If at all, if people have their experiences, people have their experiences with all of these things happening. Not to talk of when you look at Governor Autumn, who is coming out to say things the way they are. So until it will get to that level, when they get to the level of Benue State, that is when they will not react. I'm even surprised that the leaders are just waking up now. When the thing was on, everybody they were all keeping quiet. At your old age, all these traditional rulers, all these the so-called leaders, you are in your 60s, you are in your 70s. Is that the kind of life you want to live? To leave your country, to go and stay in another man's country? Is that the kind of life at this age and time? All of these things happened before now. So before our very eyes, at this age and time, we'll still allow this kind of a thing to be happening. And those who are committing all these atrocities are there, having support from the higher authority. Well, the Fulani war in Southwest will be easily won if the hands of the federal government is not on it. If the hands of the federal government are in it, that will amount to declaration of war against the Southwest. Can you separate the government from the Fulani? To have employment for our youth, rapid industrial revolution, agricultural revolution, tourism and film production, Oduduwa Republic is the answer. No be for mouth, we need actions, please. Good one. This meeting is long overdue, but better late than ever. I support the Yoruba race 100%.